We start tonight at 9 with a dire message for those living at this condemned apartment complex here in Aurora. It says, "Save our souls." You see the letters right there, SOS. A message written out in rocks in the middle of this complex. This is located near Nome Street.
Well, people there have just a few hours left before they'll be forced to leave.
Yeah, Matt, you know, in the middle of the quad of that building, there's a big sign or flag that reads, "Need more time." Unfortunately, tonight, time is running out.
For many families in Aurora, this is a week of going back to school. For the families of 1568 Nome Street, though, it's the final hours of calling this place home. The city giving these residents until 7 a.m. tomorrow to be out. In the parking lot is where we first meet up with Ethel and her husband.
So where are you going to go?
We don't know.
Ethel says city-issued hotel vouchers won't help them much because she and her husband were never asked to sign a rental contract.
They're asking for contracts. They're asking for, this receipts. They never gave us contracts. They never gave us receipts. They just took cash.
The city says it continues to work to find solutions via hotel assistance and deposit assistance on new places for the more than 85 people to now live.
The city's been committed to providing resources the entire time.
And the who's to blame carousel, if you will, continues. The city says the property management team is simply not doing enough to help these residents. In an interview with that property management team last week, they say that that building is actually being controlled by a certain gang and they feel helpless. There's nothing they can do about it. In Aurora, Greg Nepper.
It's become a national story. The supposed takeover of some Aurora apartment complexes by a violent Venezuelan gang. This now viral video, shared with us by a former resident of the apartments there at 12th Avenue and Dallas Street, shows a group of armed men entering her neighbor's home.
There are unverified claims that the TdA gang has taken over several apartment buildings. We're talking about Fitzsimmons Place apartments on Colfax and Nome, The Edge at Lowry on 12th in Dallas, and Whispering Pines near Colfax and Chambers. All of those complexes are run by CBZ Management. That's an out-of-state company facing dozens of charges in Aurora Municipal Court. Aurora and Denver police have publicly acknowledged there are TdA gang members in their cities, but they say that gangs' numbers are not large and they operate in isolated areas.
Some believe the stories are exaggerated. Others accuse Aurora officials of downplaying what's been going on. City leaders and law enforcement have repeatedly contradicted each other on the scope of the problem and the city's response to it. And we have been working to get answers for you.
So tonight at 10, federal prosecutors announced 4 indictments in this violent jewelry store heist. Law enforcement says that it's linked to the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. The 4 defendants are Venezuelan nationals. They're accused of robbing Joyeria Ruby back on West 38th Avenue back in June. They attacked employees and threatened to kill them. We know that one of them, Jean Franco Torres Roman, was arrested in El Paso, Texas a few days later. Now it's unclear when these 3 others were
Tennessee
captured.
law enforcement warning that the violent Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua is now operating in every major city in the state. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Director David Roush has been warning local leaders about the growing threat and joins us now.
Come and knock on our door. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and his, Three's company too. Come and dance on our floor. Come and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new. Take a step that is new. We've a lovable space that needs your face. Three's company too.